We're gonna be doing today is gonna be called asm3, which is the third part of this challenge. So with this challenge, it's considered a reverse engineer challenge, but it's hard. So if we click on it, it says, what does asm3 this function return? So it submit the flag as a hexadecimal value starting with 0x. No, your submission for this question will not be the normal flag format. So we get a source code, we get hints, we get more registers, and etc. So what we're gonna do is copy this, and we're gonna go to our temp directory right here, cd temp, and then we go cd temp by cd temp, and then after that we can just do wget, and then we can just do that, and then ls, and then we're gonna see have cat.test.s. so we see that right away. So we see, I guess, asm running these functions that happen, or functions. We see the functionality of asm3 and what happens if we pass in those three functions. But there's three ways we could solve this challenge. We could do a really like the hard way, which is actually trying figuring out what this does at a higher level, or we could basically set this up and where we don't have to do that much work at all. And I'm gonna do the second part, which is we're gonna set this up that we don't have to do that much work at all to solve this challenge. So what we're gonna do is basically go on nano and then test.s, where we could just eliminate this right here, which is which might be causing some problems in the future. So we're gonna eliminate this right here, eliminate that functionality, and we're going to be adding extra stuff along the side of this code. Just go like this. Get that done out of the way. There's probably an easier way to do this with V, but since I'm not that good at using Vim or V, it's going to take a bit longer. So we're going to do Control X and then yes. And then from here on, we could just modify the beginning part of it, so you can use Intel. So we're gonna use .intel_syntax, and then we're gonna use no prefix. And then from here, we're gonna use .global, and then we're gonna do asm3, and then so it could be accessed globally. And then we're gonna run a little bit of C code. So we're gonna do nano main.c. And within nano main.c, we're basically we're gonna run C code. So include standard io.h, and then from here we could basically write our functionality. So we do int main, and then we're gonna do three ints. So it's gonna be int and not that asm3, basically asm3, since we're passing in three ints, asm3, and then we're gonna pass in our main function, which is int main. And from here, we're basically gonna write the functionality, which is printf, which we're gonna use this to print out the int, which is gonna be the flag or the answer is, and then we're gonna write ox and then %x, which in hexadecimal we want it, and then we're gonna write a new line. And then from right here, where we're gonna get that is from asm3, and then we're gonna pass in the three values that the question or the thing wants us to do. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, is it not working, or is it down, or what's going on? Pass in these three values right here. Hopefully my coding. We're gonna pass in those three values. Now that we pass in those three values, we're gonna close it out and do return 0 to end it. So we're basically gonna do is run the C code, so you can actually run this for us, so we don't have to do all that weird extra stuff to try to figure it out. So now we're gonna compile our assembly. So GCC masm equals Intel, since we're using the Intel dash M32, and then dash C for test S, and then we're gonna out it as test O. Let's see, GCC MASM. Oh, right here. We did that for test. Now we're gonna do this for main. GCC M32, and then we're gonna do main dot C, and then dash out main O. So we're gonna do nano main dot C. I guess we include standard. Hashtag include STD. I put SD. And we're gonna do this again. Undefined reference to asm3 GCC C main dash O. Let's go back right here. Int asm3 int main. Yes, asm3. Yes. asm3. Yeah, that should work. Error return undefined reference. Did I mess this up? Cat test dot C top S global dot slash global G global asm3 dash Intel syntax, no prefix. Dash M32 dash C test dash. GCC M32C main dot C dash main dot O. Oh, I think I know why. Nano main. I think because of that. I think I know why. ASM3. Yeah, that should be good. It's pretty dumb, but ASM3. Undefined reference. Nano test S. Syntax, no prefix, global dot asm3 push move zor asm3. Yeah, that should be right. Let's see if this still works. Test m322, then test o, and then main.o, and then /o main. So it's not even compiling because of that error. GCC. Oh, /c. Because it's not using the right compiler. Okay, now it worked. And now we could use test and then main. Yeah. And now if we run main, we get the answer is this. So now if we copy that into asm3, oh my god, it's not working. asm3, we put this right here. Or is it just lagging like crazy? But if you do PicoCTF, log in, and we solved it. Already solved this challenge. So what did we do? So basically what we did for this challenge, if we test the S, is that we made it set up that we were able to run this assembly code globally, and then we wrote a C code so that it calls to our assembly function right here, and then it runs it. Except of us trying to figure out what this assembly code is doing, we basically have our C code run this specific assembly function to do this, to solve this challenge. So yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys learned something new today. I know I did, and I'll see you guys for ASM4. So anyway, peace.